Last night I ran across a recipe for meatless sausage, and it's made from things that you have in your food storage. So I couldn't wait to get up and try it this morning, and I'll put a link to the recipe in the description box. I made half a recipe this morning, and it turned out so well that I want to make another half a recipe to show you how it goes. It's made out of oatmeal. This is uncooked, long cooking oatmeal. And it says to use 3 egg whites or the equivalent of 2 eggs. I just used 1 egg and it worked well. The egg is just for binding. I'm going to go ahead and mix that together so it'll kind of wet the oatmeal while I'm getting the spices together. Then you need to add sage, and you might need to tweak these spices a bit to suit your taste. I thought it needed a little more sage. It calls for fennel, but I don't have any of that. You add rosemary, parsley, dill, salt, and I thought it could use a little more salt, and black pepper. Now I thought it could use a little heat, so I'm adding some red pepper flakes to it. So you just mix it up. And shape it into patties. And believe it or not, this ends up looking like sausage. You won't know the difference. You really have to squeeze this to get it to stick together. Okay, now you need to brown the patties, and I'm using a little bit of vegetable oil. Just need to brown it on each side, and it doesn't take all that long. You're not going to believe how this looks in the end. This oatmeal ends up cooking and it looks like meat. Okay, the recipe says you're supposed to use vegetable stock, which most of us don't have on hand. So what I did was I took a teaspoon of dehydrated onions, a teaspoon of dehydrated celery, and a teaspoon of dehydrated carrots. And I added them to the water, and I let that simmer. And I added half a teaspoon of salt, and I'm just reusing the stock that I used from the first batch. And they say to take the oil out of the sausage and then pour the stock over into the frying pan, but I found that was a waste. So this time I'm putting it into the pot with the stock, and cover it and simmer it for 20 minutes. And if you do it the way they say, then you throw out the oil from the frying pan, add the stock into the frying pan, then you have to take the stock out in the end and refry the sausage again. So just put it in the pot. Oh, I also added about half a teaspoon of chicken bouillon this time to give this stock a little more flavor. So I'm going to let that simmer for 20 minutes. Okay, the sausage has simmered for 20 minutes. Now I'm going to take it out of the stock and brown it once more. See how much it looks like sausage now? It's amazing. This recipe is a prepper's dream, believe me. There it is, fake sausage. And would you know that this is oatmeal? I mean, look at it. And the texture is good. Crumbles like meat. Let's see if I fix the taste any better. The spices still need some work, but I'll tell you what, I could eat this in a pinch. See that? It looks just like meat. It has a good firm texture too. It's not real mushy or anything like that. So, look at that. It's amazing. You'd never guess that this wasn't sausage. But like I said, the taste needs a little work. I think it could use some sweetness. The pepper flakes help. I don't know, I could still work on this, and you could probably also alter the taste of this to fool somebody into thinking it was a hamburger too. So there's meatless sausage that you can make from your food storage. It's not exactly the same thing, but pretty darn close enough. I still could use some more salt. But this isn't bad. You just need to work on this taste a little bit. So there you go. Hope it helps.